I don't know who needs to hear this, but if you're struggling to lose fat, it may be your fault. Which is a good thing, because if it's your fault, you can fix it. I know, because I did not lose fat until I did these exact things. I promise I have the real deal here. But first, let me tell you about two girls who started in the same place and ended up in two completely different bodies. Meet Samantha and Rachel. Same age, same weight, same goal: to lose 10 kgs of fat in 3 months. Not just weight, fat. There's a difference, and trust me, by the end of the story, you'll know exactly why that matters. Let's see how this plays out. Samantha likes things to go fast and get quick results. Rachel likes her lazy girl ways and take things slow. They expected things to be simple. Just eat less and exercise a lot. They cut down to about 1,700 calories and started working out to burn around 200 calories per day. That's a 500 calorie deficit, which should work, right? Right? Well, here's what actually happened. Samantha, being the impatient queen she is, went full keto and quit her carbs. Rachel just ate 80% of what she normally would through portion control and intermittent fasting. That meant she still enjoyed her morning toast. She just ate one less instead of two. Both had made some progress, but somehow Samantha was tired and had the energy of a sloth on sleeping pills, while Rachel was just fine. So the math of eat less and exercise more was actually working. But what if the math stopped working? After those first exciting pounds melted away, the fat loss just stopped for both of them. Samantha thought maybe she was eating too much, so she said, if a 500 calorie deficit doesn't work, I'll just do 1,000. So she cut calories down to 1,200 and added an extra hour of exercise daily. Our little girl Samantha was really giving her all here. But Rachel, she had a different trick up her sleeve. Something I bet 95% of people have never tried. Something called reverse dieting. Which basically means that you eat more to lose fat. Wait, what? Eating more to lose fat? That's wrong math. The science behind it is that if you eat too less for too long, your body kind of panics, thinking, why is she starving? So it makes sure that more of whatever you eat gets stored as fat, prepping for doomsday just in case you don't get any food in the future and you need that energy for later. It's a survival thing, a really annoying survival thing. Basically, every time you further slash your calories, your body slows down its metabolism to match it. Thanks, body. You're not helping at all. But here's the thing. Fat loss is about working with your body, not against it. So here's what Rachel did. She bumped up her calories to 2,100 per day for the week. Now, she did start to gain a bit of weight, but being a science girly, she knew it was just water weight and not fat. Fast forward a few weeks, the difference became obvious. Rachel was energized, focused, and steadily losing weight. Go, princess! Samantha was, well, she was tired, cranky as always, constantly thinking about food, and here's the real kicker. She was not losing any weight despite trying twice as hard. Samantha, being the tough girl she is, doubled down again. More cardio 5 times a week. She was working out like a beast. She was too hungry and drained and was sore for days. While Rachel was just walking after meals while listening to her favorite podcast, she wasn't sweating buckets. She was doing something even more powerful. She started doing strength workouts 3 to 4 times a week. She also bought pre-workout clothes that made her want to exercise just to wear them. She was eating enough protein and fiber because that kept her full for longer. Here's the kicker that Samantha missed. Muscles are your fat-burning BFFs. They burn you calories even when you're just lazing around watching Netflix. And the thing about them is that they're hard to build but super easy to lose. And strength training and protein together help you to not lose your muscles while you're trying to lose that fat. After a few weeks, both Samantha and Rachel had lost 4 kgs, but Samantha looked like this while Rachel looked like this. Samantha looked weak and flabby, while Rachel started to look a bit more stronger and leaner than before, like someone who could lift Samantha's emotional baggage and her dumbbells. How the heck did this happen? Samantha lost her muscle weight, while Rachel didn't. She just lost her fat. Now it would take her double the time to fix this mistake than it did to lose the weight in the first place. After a while, Samantha was at her wits' ends. She was worn out and hungry. She took weight loss pills, diet teas, and tried various quick diets, but nothing really worked. She was stressed and frustrated, and because of all of this, she was not able to sleep very well, which was also probably because those weight loss pills had a lot of caffeine in them. She was basically like a sleep-deprived hamster on a caffeine wheel. But Rachel, she slept like a baby, and this made all the difference. Rachel, you see, is a smart girl who reads a heck lot of science, and science says that poor sleep for just 14 days makes you 30% more likely to store calories as fat. So Rachel made sure she would not have caffeine after 4 p.m. She would be up at 6 a.m., in bed by 10 p.m., solid 8 hours of sleep. You know, it's really hard to control when you fall asleep, but not as much when you wake up. Without changing anything else, Rachel was losing fat faster than she did before. Meanwhile, everything Samantha did was making it 10 times harder for her to lose fat. After 1 to 2 months, Samantha started to quit. Her cravings were through the roof. She would overeat and promise to exercise extra later. She didn't. She binged on Netflix, not burpees. Then she would think, well, I ruined the day today. Might as well skip the workout. On repeat, like a broken record. And she gained back every single pound. Except for now, her weight was more fat and less muscles, and she had a worse metabolism compared to when she had started. Which meant she can now eat less than before to even maintain her current weight. And it was not like Rachel didn't have any cravings, but what she did next changed everything. It's cheap, it's in your kitchen, and it reduces cravings by 30%. A tall glass of water with a spoon of apple cider vinegar in the morning or after your meals. Every time Rachel felt hungry, she would first make sure that she drinks a glass of water first, because when you're thirsty, you might wrongly feel like you're hungry. She also started home cooking, and she loved it. And because she was eating more protein and had her veggies and fruits and cut back on the oily, sugary processed foods that left her hungrier than she was before she ate them, she was mostly too full to lose to her cravings. Look at this. One sad donut, 300 calories. This giant protein salad bowl, also 300 calories. One will leave you satisfied for 4 hours. The other will have you hungry again before you finish licking the glaze off your fingers. And also, since she was walking 3 to 4 times a day, it stopped her from mindlessly snacking. The cherry on top, Rachel allowed herself 1 to 2 days to enjoy her favorite foods while having her best time with her friends. She took rest days from workouts to recharge so that she could feel energized enough for the rest of the week. Over the next 3 to 4 months, Rachel lost the 10 kgs of fat. Not weight, fat. And she actually achieved the body that she had put on her vision board. She was stronger, healthier, had more energy, and had her ideal body. But you know what? Rachel was kind of a jerk. Because who keeps all these secrets from their struggling friend? At least I don't. So if you want to lose weight like Rachel did without any stress, confusion, or losing your mind, here's the cheat code, and I'll see you there.